of the future that's coming, and very fast. But before I get started, I'm going to take a step back and offer some context around the actual research, look at some of the background and the different way that we ran the research in 2015 versus the previous few years. I'll look at some themes and some topics around the analysis that we had and how you can learn and share with others to further the knowledge moving forward. I have included at the end of the presentation a series of questions so that you can help that dialogue moving forward when you leave this meeting. I'm going to start with some of the challenges that are facing leadership and quality professionals today. So ASQ is hearing more and more about the challenges that are facing. Some of the challenges for facing companies and quality professionals. And I'm sure some of you have heard these. Quality may not be a priority and topic among the senior leaders at my organization. Quality is not, quality is not seen as a business imperative and a competitive advantage. So many of my coworkers don't understand the value and the impact. ASQ wants to raise the profile of the quality profession, but also the quality professional. So one of the ways that we do this is through some of the research that we have. And I'm going to take a step back and look at some of the research so that you know what's out there and before we get to today's. ASQ and Forbes Insight, I'm sure that most of you have heard about Forbes magazine, created a culture of quality, investigating ways organizations can strengthen quality and close the gaps between what is said to be done and what is actually being done. The ASQ Global State of Quality is the only research that creates baselines of fundamental quality and continuous improvement practices from around the world. These findings and analysis provide a guide for the businesses to improve organizational performance. We're going to end up, in the next couple of months, we're going to have this year's Global State of Quality report, and we'll probably release it at the World Quality next month. Each year, ASQ's flagship publication, Quality Progress, releases a quality salary survey for readers to compare how they are paid by industry, by level, by certifications, by geography, and other demographics. There's also the Manufacturing Outlook. It's another study asking quality and manufacturing professionals questions specific to each industry. And then finally, the study that we're here to talk about today, which is the Future State of Quality. This booklet is also, it's online, it's in Spanish, it's actually in multiple languages so that you can go in and look at it later, and I'll give you at the end how you can get a copy of it. The 2015 ASQ Future State of Quality report is our 7th since 1996. The previous 6 reports were called the studies and centered around the Delphi study of ASQ members and additional experts determining the forces of change and the implications of these forces on industry. From this information, Greg Watson, who's a previous ASQ president, gave us 4 possible scenarios of our world: utopian, preferred, status quo, or doomsday. Our experts saw from 2008 to 2011 some similarities on the future quality report. Some that were very much the same, globalization. Others that were similar but different on the 21st century quality, and still in 2011 is new dimensions of quality. You can see many similarities between the lists. Sometimes the experts topics like globalization, aging population, and sometimes converting similar areas like new dimensions in 2008 and 2011. With the new report, we have a new approach.
No.
Can you hear me? Yes. With the new report, we had a new approach. The 2015 took 11 different essays from experts around the world on both their interests as well as the quality community, but governments and industry leaders as well. Not only from just the quality side, but looking how quality impacts. The value this brings is that it allows us to have the opportunity to discuss, to debate, and to learn from each other. It converts challenges into opportunities, or it allows us to change those. One of the things that at the company that I worked for, we were struggling. This was back in the early 2000s. We were struggling a lot. Some of the challenges that we had to convert was that we had very solid vision statement. We wanted to eliminate medical errors. And if anybody's ever been in a hospital, you'll know that eliminating medical errors is a very important thing. If you haven't been getting any medical care, eventually in your lifetime, you probably will. So this is an important opportunity our leadership took in turning around how they ran the company and how they looked at the company. And they changed by looking at the culture of the company and how we talk, and how we walk, and what we do, and what we focus on, because that is how the company will respond. Turning to this report, you can see that the areas include healthcare, manufacturing, city planning, quality management, quality for sales, education. The experts who participated were asked for forces of change. However, several forces of change were seen as themes. Changes were noticed on previous reports. They also emerged in this essay. Beyond these topics, a few threads emerge. Communication is key. For communication to be effective and efficient, we need to break down the silos. That's nothing new. Everybody's heard that before. Be more transparent. But there are information silos within technology. These silos can be departments, they can be global offices, they can be across a supply chain with suppliers. What the ever-changing business climate is, even what we think we know today will change. So we need to constantly be thinking differently. And these two themes led to a third theme, which will suggest that connectivity will change how we think about and do almost everything. I don't think there's a person in the audience today that probably doesn't have either on them or close to them some electronic device. So we're constantly